Let's start with a simple question. What if I told you that humanity is on the brink of colonizing another planet? Yep, that's right. And we're not just talking about another rock like Mars. We're talking about a whole new Earth, sitting out there in the vastness of space, waiting for us to make our move. Imagine, out there, amidst the stars, a new world waiting to be discovered. As we break through the atmosphere, this place starts to feel less like a dream and more like a second chance. A clean slate for humanity. No pollution. No overcrowding. Just endless possibilities. Space, the final frontier. We've heard it 1,000 times, but what does it really mean? As we stand on the edge of becoming an interstellar species, we've got to ask ourselves some pretty big questions. What lies out there? Is it opportunity or danger? Maybe a bit of both. Today, we're diving into the future of humanity in space, exploring the possibilities, the risks, and the unknowns. So buckle up, because this journey is going to be out of this world. From Sputnik to the moon landing, to rovers exploring Mars, we've come a long way. But where do we go from here? What happens when we finally leave Earth behind? Will we find new allies among the stars, or enemies? Will we thrive, or will we fall? These are the questions we need to answer before we take that giant leap. And here we are, with space stations around Earth and Mars, and starships that make the old Apollo missions look like a bike ride. We're ready. But the big question is, are we ready for what comes next? We land, we build, we thrive. Imagine this. Our first colony on Kepler, 442b, buildings that look like something out of a sci-fi movie. But here's the twist. They're real, and they're integrated right into the landscape. Nature and technology, finally playing nice. Inside the colony, it's all about collaboration. Humans and robots working side by side. We're not just surviving here, we're thriving, growing our own food and building a community that's got one foot in the future. You've got kids playing in the parks, scientists making breakthroughs, and starships coming and going like it's just another day at the office. This is the new normal, and honestly, it's pretty awesome. And as night falls, the colony lights up under a blanket of stars. It's a reminder that we're just a small part of something much bigger. But here's the thing. We're out here, making it happen. But here's where it gets even more interesting. We're not alone. We make contact with another race, peaceful, intelligent, and just as curious about us as we are about them. First Contact doesn't turn into a sci-fi horror show. Instead, it's a cultural exchange. In the lab, it's a real team effort. Humans and aliens working together, combining knowledge, pushing boundaries, and coming up with tech that blows anything we've done before out of the water. Here's just one example. A new energy source that could power entire planets. We're talking about something that makes nuclear power look like a couple of AA batteries. And it's all thanks to a little intergalactic teamwork. And it's not just about power. We're curing diseases, extending lifespans, and solving problems that have plagued humanity for centuries. What took us decades to figure out, we're now handling in a matter of days. And all of this is happening on a planet that's starting to feel like home. Cities integrated into nature, starships flying overhead, It's like something out of a utopian sci-fi novel, but it's real. But here's where things take a turn. Just when you think everything's going smoothly, boom, trouble shows up. A fleet of ships, and not the friendly kind, appears out of nowhere. If you've ever seen a sci-fi movie, you know this isn't good news. These aren't the neighbors coming over for a cup of sugar. These ships are designed for one thing: war. And they're getting closer. Fast. On the ground, everyone realizes what's happening. This isn't just a visit, it's an invasion. Time to gear up, because this is going to be a fight. Within minutes, the call goes out. Soldiers, vehicles, defenses, everything is mobilized. This is no longer about diplomacy, it's about survival. Starships launch into space, ready to face the enemy head-on. It's not just humans in this fight, it's everyone. A united front against a common threat. And then, the standoff. Two fleets, hanging in the void of space, weapons primed. And for a moment, nothing happens. It's the calm before the storm. And you can almost feel the tension crackling in the air. And then it starts. The first shot is fired, and all hell breaks loose. Energy beams, explosions. Space is suddenly a battlefield, and there's no turning back. Ships are exploding left and right. Debris is everywhere, and it's total chaos. This is what war in space looks like, and it's not pretty. But it's not just happening in space. On the ground, it's all-out war. Humans and aliens fighting side by side, doing whatever it takes to defend their world. And slowly but surely, the tide turns. The invaders start to retreat. It's not over yet, but victory is starting to feel like more than just a distant hope. Finally, it's over. The enemy retreats and we're left standing, but it's a bittersweet victory. Victorious, yes, but at what cost? When the dust settles, what's left behind isn't pretty. Ruined landscapes, destroyed cities. This is the reality of war. It's not all glory. There's a lot of rebuilding to do. But here's the thing about humanity and our new friends. We don't give up. We rebuild. Together, we start clearing the debris, laying the foundation for what comes next. So, as we zoom out and take in the vastness of it all, remember this: the future is bright. The stars are our guide, and our journey is just beginning. Together, there's nothing we can't achieve. Every planet has its own story, its own way of thriving. Humans, aliens, different environments. Each world is unique, but we're all connected by a common goal: to build a future where everyone can prosper. So what do you think? Will humanity's journey into the cosmos be one of peace and prosperity? Or are we heading for a future filled with conflict and challenges? The truth is, it could go either way. But the exciting part, we get to shape that future. So let's hear from you. What scenario do you think is most likely? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed this deep dive into the possibilities of our future in space, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more explorations into the unknown. We've got a lot more to discover, and we'd love to have you along for the ride. See you in the next one.